Welcome back, X-Wing fans. This is Wookies on X-Wing. My name's Matt.
I'm John.
And today we've got our unboxings of an entire faction. This is Scum and Villany.
I'm super excited about this.
So we've got the biggest box to be released. The one that comes with 4 separate ships in it. This is Most Wanted. So let's get into this thing.
It has everything you need to know about it in the name, Most Wanted. This is pretty much your basic expansion pack for starting Scum and Villany. Not only does it get you started with some of these ships here, but it also lets you bring in other ships that you might have in your collection.
We've got one nice reskin of a Y-Wing. We've also got 2 Black Sun Headhunters.
Yeah. For any of you Expanded Universe fans here, the Black Sun logo is nicely painted onto the Z95 itself. And I just really like the whole black and white.
It's good. It's nice. You got a nice fat deck of pilots and upgrades. This promises to be a good one. All right. So first we've got our Headhunter pilots. So we've got a couple named ones. CELAC. We'll call CELAC and Cato. Got our 2 named pilots, and then duplicates of Black Sun soldiers at pilot skill 3.
Nice.
And Binaire pirates at just your generic pilot skill 1 headhunters.
Now that's kind of neat because for, again, fans of the lore, the Black Sun soldiers will work for, well, they'll all be work together, right? But then the name for the Black Sun soldiers are for Zizor and his Star Viper, while the Binaire pirates work with Scarlet. So nice little difference there.
So they're pretty basic pilots. If you've seen a headhunter, you've basically seen these ones.
The major difference, though, obviously, between your Rebel headhunters and these ones is the inclusion of a Illicit upgrade.
It's an Illicit upgrade for a cost of -1 pilot skill. So whether that's worth it or not, it's up to you to decide. But I think, you know what?
Well,
the Illicit upgrades that are out there,
it's a unique ability that Scum and Villany have. It's their unique upgrade. Like the Rebels, they have their unique Astromechs. Here right out the gate, we got the Illicit upgrades for Scum and Villany. So it'll be nice to see how this plays in, and we'll be talking about that a little later.
So the first, we've got Cato here. So he's the pilot skill 5 headhunter. His pilot ability is at the start of the combat phase, you may remove 1 focus or evade token from another friendly ship at range 1 to 2 and assign it to yourself. So this is the Scum and Villany. It's very it's got 2 separate ways to play it. You play either hugely selfish or synergistic. And this guy, he's a selfish bugger.
Yeah, he's a bit of a scumbag. He's like, hey, you guys, help me out. I don't care about you.
I'm your boss. You feed me. You protect me.
So yeah, it's neat. I like it. It means that this guy is doing a lot better. You can combine that with some of the cards that we'll be talking about later. I mean, he's a good right off the bat. 15 points for a pilot skill 5 headhunter with a really cool ability. I like it. He reminds me almost of the Night Beast for your headhunter.
A little bit, yeah. So you'll have. And it's good because he can focus and pull a focus if he wants. Or, hey, you've got a headhunter with an evade token, which is, they're a little fragile, so every little bit helps.
Yeah, it's just really neat. I like it. All right, so let's talk about CELAC. When attacking, if there is no other friendly ships at range 1 to 2, roll 1 additional attack dice. This guy is a real winner, in my opinion. He's fun. He's super cool. You can have a lot of fun with this guy. You could put Lone Wolf on him, and now not only is he getting 4 attack dice, but he's also re-rolling, 1 attack and 1 defense dice. What I like about this guy is he's very similar to Hector Kraken in the fact that you want cluster missiles with him. Now you're throwing 4 attack dice on each of those missiles. Pretty cool.
No, it's definitely nice. He's really, I like the headhunters. They exemplify that either they're very selfish.
Yeah.
You're either pulling actions away from your buddies to protect yourself, or you're just like, no, screw this. I am totally gung-hoing this. Don't care.
Yeah, we got a lot of balls to fly a headhunter. Like,
no, for sure.
balls.
Alright, so the other ship you get here is you get a Y-Wing. Comes with, again, 2 unique pilots. And then because the pack, it only comes with 1 Y-Wing ship, but it comes with an extra dial, so you can use a Rebel Y-Wing. So you do get double copies of your 2 generic goons. You got a Pilot Skill 4 Hired Gun, and a Pilot Skill 2 Syndicate Thug.
Yeah, I love the names for these guys. You know, you're so used to seeing Pilot this and Pilot that, Academy Pilot, Rookie Pilot. Here he's like, no, we're not pilots, we're thugs, we're guns, we're douchebags.
We're bruisers, and we don't make any
apologies
about it.
So, yeah, let's, do you want to talk about Cavill?
Yeah, so the Cavill, these are Pilot Skill 7. That's an interesting ability. So when attacking a ship outside of your firing arc, roll 1 additional attack dice. So he's like, alright, you know, Y-Wing's not the biggest guns, not the heaviest gun ship that you'll ever see, but he actually was like, hey, I'm going to use a turret. And I want to use a turret.
He really wants to use a turret. And there's some upgrades that you get in Scum that you're not going to necessarily want to use with him because he wants to use that turret. And we'll talk about that in a bit. But, you know, with the Rebel Y-Wings, for the most part, they're either about synergy and board manipulation. These guys are kind of off doing their own thing. You know, a theme that we've already mentioned here with the Headhunters, you know, the fact that he just, you know, Pilot Skill 7, Elite Pilot Talent on a Y-Wing, big bonus.
First time you'll ever see that.
Yeah. But on top of that, you know, he just makes those turrets better. So you're not necessarily always going to want to put an ion turret on him. I mean, he makes an ion turret really good, but you know, you can put other turrets and not just have to default to the ion turret, which is kind of cool.
Take a blaster turret, and suddenly that little thing is a little bit scarier.
Or even an auto blaster turret with 3 attack dice.
Yeah, it's a nice new turret that's in Most Wanted. We'll be touching on in a moment. So the second named pilot you get is Drea, Pilot Skill 5. So after you spend a target lock, you may receive 1 stress token to acquire a target lock. So you basically got fire control system built in, except you need to trigger it.
Yeah, and it stresses you out, but I mean,
it's not a big deal with a
Y-Wing.
Y-Wing stress.
Big deal, yeah. It's not a really big deal with a Y-Wing because you're getting that action right away. Now, this is completely different from Cavill, and I'd like to talk about this one upgrade right away if you want to bring up the BTL A4. Now, Cavill, the BTL A4 is a Y-Wing title. It's a Y-Wing only title, and it doesn't say Scum only or Rebel only, so Rebels can use it. And it says you cannot attack ships outside your firing arc. After you perform a primary weapon attack, you may immediately perform an attack with a turret secondary weapon. So Cavill doesn't want to use this. He wants to use his turret because he gets his bonus outside his firing arc. Drea, on the other hand, likes this because you can use your target lock, you can spend it, and then immediately get it back for using it on your secondary weapon.
No, it's nice.
So it's a really cool turret. I'm definitely interested to see what people can come up with Rebel list, with Scum list with this title. But
it's free.
It's free. Yeah, it's 0 points. Like,
hey,
bacon.
great. So actually quite a few Y-Wing unique upgrades. There's another free one. It's called Bomb Loadout. It takes the place of a torpedo slot, and you replace it with a bomb icon.
Yeah. So again, this is something that is not unique to Scum. If you want to buy this kit for your Rebels and say, hey, I've always wanted proton bombs on my Rebel Y-Wings. Now you can do it. And it's limited, so you can only have, it eats a torpedo slot, but you can only use one of your torpedo slots per ship.
Once per ship. Yeah.
But, I mean, it's
all right.
proximity mines.
Yeah.
You know, concussion bomb. Now, it's a bomb. It's a bomb slot, and you know, if you're one of those players that really likes bombs, go right ahead. Again, like you mentioned with the A4 title, it costs 0 points. It's not costing you anything. Hell, if you want to play, you don't want to even use bombs, and you're not going to use those torpedo slots, you can throw it on there anyway, just for fun and profit.
I want to throw all the cards on the table.
Yeah.
So we got another. We mentioned it earlier. We have an auto blaster turret. So this again, it's one of those upgrades that's not Scum restricted. If you're familiar with an auto blaster, it's basically the same thing, except it's a turret with 1 less attack dice.
Yeah. So I mean, Cavill is making good use of it because he has 3 attack dice, all 360. It's range 1, like the Auto Blaster. For people who are not really super competitive, there was an FAQ saying that evade tokens don't give you the benefit for using an Auto Blast against using an Auto Blaster. So if you really want to, you know, use your evade token. Sorry, if you want to use your evade token, you can against Auto Blasters. So that's kind of helpful here.
It's nice. And it's 2 points. Nice and cheap.
Yeah,
as opposed to 5 for an ion
turret. Yeah, 5 for an ion turret, and if you want to compare it to its canon predecessor, the Auto Blaster is 5 points. So you're only spending 2 points. You can combine that with the BTL A4 title.
Just gun it forward as fast as a Y-wing can.
Yeah.
And just go, hey, what's up? And
yeah.
fly away. You got to drive by.
Yeah.
With a Y-wing.
Put an engine upgrade on it just for fun.
Yeah. Let's do it. All right. So we get now into our Y-wing. These are still Y-wing restricted, but they're also Scum only. Whereas Rebel Y-wings have an Astromech, the Scum Y-wings have a Salvaged Astromech, and there's quite a number of them actually. I like, you know, for all the ones here, I like them. I think they're really cool.
They're very flavorful. They are. When you look at the Astromechs in the Rebels, they kind of have this nice, neat purpose. These guys look a little kind of on the risky, dangerous, crazy side.
Yeah, they're kind of beat up a little bit.
So and all of their abilities kind of mirror that. So far, what I'm seeing from Scum is all of their abilities is very flavorful for like a, you know, neat, gritty Scum and Villany. Like, you know, these guys are a bunch of dirtbags.
These are not military.
These guys are not your best friends.
Yeah, so we start with let's start with the cheapest. We have Genius. This is actually a character Astromech. He's 0 points, and if you are equipped with a bomb that can be dropped before you reveal your maneuver, you may drop the bomb after you execute your maneuver instead. So for 0 points, you can have your Y-wing with a bomb. You have to pay for the bomb, and then you drop it after you move. So yeah, like, all right, I'm gonna be a little crazy. I'm gonna fly my Y-wing right into your swarm and drop a proton bomb.
Yeah.
What's up?
Now it's 0 points, as you mentioned, which is kind of neat for an upgrade like this. And the reason for it is you're dropping that bomb, you're going to get hit by that bomb. So unless again you put an engine upgrade on there and you boost the hell out of the way, you're going to get hit by your own bomb. So.
See ya.
So I like the fact that he's called Genius, because like it's one of those things like, oh, genius, like it seems kind of like,
why you do this to me?
kind of sarcastic name. I like it. It's kind of neat. It's cool. So let's talk about the other unique Astromech. It's R4B11. When attacking, if you have a target lock on the defender, you may spend the target lock to choose any or all of the defense dice. The defender must re-roll the chosen dice.
This guy's a dick.
Yeah, he is.
For 3 points, it's kind of expensive, but just that ability of, I don't like what you rolled to defend against me. Do it again.
Yeah. On top of that, you combine that with Drea Renthal, and it's like, you know, you're not even losing that target lock.
No.
Yeah, sure, you're stressing yourself out, but whoop, you know.
Hey, what's up?
And if the guy has like, oh, I'm a Falcon and I have Gunner, guess what? You're re-rolling both of those dice.
No,
So
it's good fun. And so we've got, those are unique ones. Probably, quite possibly my favorite Astromech for this, the Unhinged Astromech.
nice.
He's 1 point, and he may treat all 3 speed maneuvers as green. On a Y-wing, this is fantastic.
Oh, it's so good.
So your 3 forward, your 3 bank, and your 3 turn, which is normally a red, are suddenly all green maneuvers. So even Drea doesn't care about stress anymore. Just picks a 3 and goes. And
Yeah,
sheds it.
it's super solid. I mean, there's been so many times where I've built a Rebel list and I'm like, I got 1 point. I'm going to put an R2 Astromech. And hey, it's come up and it helps. It really works.
It's the direct parallel to the R2 Astromech. It's just for 3 speed maneuvers instead of 1 to 2.
And on a Y-wing, that's so much better.
Oh, it's nice.
And before you look at your Y-wing dial, the Y-wing has a 4K turn, not a 3K turn. So
No.
too bad for you.
Imagine a green K turn.
Yeah,
It'd be a little
that'd
too
be
good.
so good. Yeah. 4 forward, that stresses me out, but a 3K turn doesn't. That'd be great. All right, so Salvage Astromech, it's kind of living up to its name. When you are dealt a damage card with the ship trait, you may immediately discard that card before resolving its effects. Then discard that upgrade card. So this is your determination, but I like it more than determination. Determination's really good, obviously, depending on what chip you're using. It's 1 point, why not? But it's an extra point for this. There's more ship crits.
And that dreaded direct hit. No, get out of here. I don't
Yeah,
want it.
that by itself makes it beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I'd have a hard time taking it over an unhinged, but that's just because I like having the freedom to maneuver.
Oh yeah,
but
sure.
for 2 points, you know what? It's still definitely a viable choice.
I like it a lot.
So then we got
The last one here.
is an R4 Agromech. This is actually a farming droid.
Oh yeah.
It was an Agromech.
Yeah.
This thing that runs farm equipment.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, the Rebels put a farmer in an X-wing. Why can't they put a droid in a Y-wing?
Why not? Let's do it. So is after attacking, after you spend a focus token, you may acquire, when attacking, after you spend a focus token, you may acquire a target lock on the defender. You know what? Okay, cool. I'm going to focus. Again, this is actually, this would be kind of neat to put on Drea, or just any Y-wing, really, especially with that BTL title. So you focus, you shoot, spend your focus token, you get a target lock, and you're target locked for your turret.
Well, I like that, obviously. I'm not sure if I would like to look at the combination between this and a blaster turret, because you spend a focus to perform the attack.
Yeah.
So I'd like to know if that means that when you spend the focus to perform the attack, if that's considered attacking or not.
Maybe.
Because that would be kind of cool when you're firing with a blaster turret. You spend the focus, now you got a target lock, so you've net zeroed. Or depending on if you prefer focus or target lock in that respect. So I like it. It's kind of cool.
We'll get back to you on that.
We're very interested to see if that kind of combination works. But you can see the wheels turning in my head. So
It's good. I like Y-wings. They're one of my favorite ships. They just look cool. Big, they're beefy.
I
And
own
you know
4.
what? You guys got balls of steel if you're getting in an antiquated fighter like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, Headhunter requires a lot of balls. I think also Y-wings too.
They're fun. All right, so now we get to the section where we don't actually get the ships for this. We get the conversion cards. So you get for the HWK 290, probably one of the most looked down upon ships in Rebels. It's kind of unfortunate. It's a neat ship. It's very passive. It doesn't really fit my personal playstyle.
Well, I like the synergy that a Hawk can provide. I mean, Kyle Katarn is one of my favorite characters from the video game series, that kind of thing. But I have never really seen a whole lot of Hawks being played. For Rebels, you get to see them with the Phantom meta. You know, the fact that you get pilot skill 12 guys, combine that with swarm tactics, means that you get a whole bunch of guys with pilot skill 12. Doing a lot of attacks before Phantoms.
Try to alpha the Phantoms.
Yeah, because Phantoms are a thing. They're a thing. But
with Scum, you might start seeing more Hawks. Or in Rebels, they're very support ships. They support your own fleet. The Scum Hawks are mean. These guys are evil.
All right, well, stop teasing me. Show me.
All right, so we've
let's
got
look at cards.
Dace, Palos, Torkil, and we've got our just generic one. He's a Spice Runner. So, all right, kind of cool. He who controls the spice controls the universe. That's the wrong.
Get out of here,
wrong sci-fi.
Get out of here, Baron Harkonnen.
So we'll start with Torkil. It's pilot skill 3. So at the end of the activation phase, choose one enemy ship at range 1 to 2. Until the end of the combat phase, treat that ship's pilot skill value as 0.
That's a big middle finger to anybody trying to bid for initiative.
So where that Kraken there, pick another one of the headhunters. Pick another ship. It's pilot skill 12. So yeah, suddenly that ship is going before your opponent. So this guy, you pick an enemy, and your entire fleet is going before that enemy.
Yeah. The thought Han had. Oh, Han shoots first. No, you shoot last, buddy. I'm sorry.
Whisper, I'm sorry, you ain't cloaking me.
Yeah. Do not Katasco, do not collect $200. Go directly to pilot step 0.
And it's range 1 to 2, so it's a nice big bubble.
Yeah.
It's not just range 1.
And there's a lot of. I would deck this guy out with defensive abilities. I wouldn't
keep him alive.
Just keep him alive. Like probably a shield upgrade on top of him. Like he comes with a companion slot, and there's some cool companions, crew members that we're going to talk about later. That might help a bit. But yeah, just keep this guy alive. Make him a pain in the butt And, you know, if they're firing at him, then they're not firing at the rest of your fleet.
And it's cool. All the Hawks, they also come with those illicit upgrades.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that a little later, too. So, this guy's name is Paula Kadali. At the start of the combat phase, you may remove one focus or evade token from an enemy ship, range 1 to 2, and assign it to yourself. We have a theme here. Dirtbags. This guy's like, oh, some nice tokens you got there. Thank you. I'll take that. I like it. He's like, he's my kind of scum, you know?
Where you saw your headhunter pulling from friendlies, this guy actually pulls from the enemies.
Yeah. Which then, you know, if he really wants to, he could pass. I think he could pass that off to. It's at the beginning of the combat phase, so depending on the combination thereof, you could have a hey, give me that. You take it. So
no, it's nasty. Just being able to pull focus or evade tokens off somebody is just it's mean. And then so last we've got Dace, Bone Arm, kind of a unnerving name.
Yeah.
He's pilot skill 7. So when an enemy ship at range 1 to 3 receives at least 1 ion token, if you are not stressed, you may receive 1 stress token to cause that ship to suffer 1 damage. And this is range 1 to 3. Like, that's big.
Yeah. And I mean, he has a turret slot, so you can give him an ion turret as well.
You just fly around, I'm stressed out, what's up? And I'm shooting you for 2 damage. And you're ioned.
Yep.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, it's adding salt to the wound.
That seems to be the theme with the Scum Hawks.
Yeah, it's yeah, no.
That's cute.
It's either, you know, with Mux it's no, and then you have Kadali here and it's like, oh, that's mine, and this guy's just like,
ouch.
So I like it. I like it a lot.
You need some ice for that burn. All right, so that's the Hawk. Now we get to so we had our Rebel conversion. Now we've got our Imperial conversion. We get to see the fire spray in its natural environment.
Yeah.
So we've got Boba Fett and Scarlet, so 2 returning faces that have, you know, different pilot abilities. We've got Eamon, who's a new face.
Yep.
And then a pilot skill 5 generic pilot. It's a Mandalorian Merc.
And
that's kind of impressive.
That's super cool because, and I like the Mandalorian Merc compared to the other ones that you get in the Imperials, the very basic fire spray pilots, bounty hunter, because these guys have elite pilot talents.
He does, yeah.
On top of the fact that all of these guys come with illicit upgrades.
Yeah. You have a generic goon with pilot skill 5, a talent, and an illicit.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
pretty cool. I mean, Boba Fett, just talking about briefly, he's the same points as his Imperial predecessor, and his ability, when attacking or defending, you may re-roll 1 of your dice for each enemy ship at range 1. That's so awesome. Cool.
Oh, it's Boba Fett where he wants to be. Just bury him right up front there.
Well, and it's really cool, the dichotomy between the Imperial Boba Fett and the Scum Boba Fett, because, you know, the Imperial Boba Fett is, I'm here on a mission, I'm here to, you know, get this guy, and
maneuvering
I'm super
around.
maneuverable, and all this cool. A lot of stuff that most people look at, oh, that's way too expensive for, you know, those kind of options, I don't like it. Where now, Boba Fett's like, I am going to kill everything! Because, you know, with that ability, you're pretty much, you throw yourself into a swarm, and now your attack, you have 4 attack dice at range 1, all rerolls. Oh, there's 4 TIE fighters? Okay, cool. I have 4 rerolls.
Yeah, no, it's...
And it's at defending, too.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't even need Lone Wolf, because, you know, whatever.
Well, that's the thing with Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf's a unique upgrade. Only one of your ships can have it.
Yeah.
And if Boba Fett has that built in, and granted you have to be at range 1, which is kind of dangerous, but...
There's ways of getting
It's fine.
There's ways of getting him at range 1. He's pilot skill 8, so you can easily get him pilot skill 10 if you want a veteran instincts, or, you know, EPT, right? So you can do so many things with him.
Whatever you want.
On top of the fact I mentioned before, he's 39 points like his predecessor, his previous form, his epic form as I'll call it here. His epic form comes with an illicit upgrade.
Yeah, so it's awesome.
Yeah.
Some of the illicit upgrades.
You're not paying any more points for him. He has more options, and he has a not arguably better pilot ability.
Yeah, it's definitely more offensive.
Yeah.
So we got our second returning face, Scarlet. So still pilot skill 7, again, same price. So when attacking a ship inside your auxiliary firing arc, roll 1 additional attack dice. So Cass neat. She actually wants to go and say, hey, I'm mooning you. And I have 4 attack dice. Well, 5 at range 1. It's like, you really want to get behind me? That's going to suck.
Yeah. Oh, and I mean, like, there's some cool illicit upgrades that can even combo with that. So, I mean, it's a neat pilot upgrade, or a neat pilot skill. It's definitely gonna take some thinking and some practice to be able to. You're flying the ship backwards for all intents and purposes. Yeah, for the most part. And I mean, like, you can put an ion cannon on her and say, oh, ion you now, and now I'm going to fly right past you, and you can't do anything about it, buddy. So there's just...
It's nice.
You know, and if you wanted to double insult injury, you could, like, ion, fly past, and drop a bomb.
Yep.
And just say, three fingers up, you know. So that's cool. I like it. And I guess I'll talk about Azman. When dropping a bomb, you may use the 3 hard bank, or the 3 turn, 3 forward, or 3 hard the other way templates instead of the 1 template.
And it's
the 1 forward template.
It's you may use.
Yeah.
So it's not like Echo where you're locked into decloaking with the bank only.
Yeah.
You have a choice with Eamon.
Yeah. On top of that, there's a new title that we were going to talk about. We can talk about it right now.
So this is the Andrasta. It's a fire spray only, and again, it's not restricted to Scum, which is neat.
Yeah. And it's a title. Your upgrade bar gains 2 additional bomb slots with the low price of 0 points. Yeah. So you could load them up with a bunch of seismic charges and just have at her. Or
2 points.
2 points, Paul? 2 points for a seismic charge.
I'm a flying arsenal. Eat it.
You can live the dream. Drop bombs for days.
No, it's just the board coverage you can get with those bombs is unnerving.
It's silly.
It's impressive. And then we've got our 3 crewmen here. You can put them on either the Hawk or the fire spray. We've got a K4 security droid. All 3 of these are Scum only crewmen. It's the K4 security droid. After executing a green maneuver, you may acquire a target lock. 3 points, straightforward. I do a green maneuver, I get a free action.
Action economy is a thing.
And it's acquire a target lock, not perform the target lock action. So you get to do it even if you're stressed. Which is neat, right?
Yeah, well that's the thing, right? Yeah, because when you execute a maneuver, you're still in the maneuver set phase, and you can't perform actions while you're stressed.
You're still technically stressed.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you will acquire a target lock even if you are stressed the previous turn. Very solid. 3 points. I can definitely see a lot of combinations for it, but I like it. I like it a lot. I was really sad to see it was Scum only because I was trying to build lists and my Imperial list, and I'm like, oh, there's this thing. I know it's coming. I'm gonna.
So the K4, yeah.
Scum only.
No. All right. So then we have. You want to talk about the Outlaw Tech here?
It's a Jawa. It's a Jawa. No, it's a Jawa. I love it. Scum only. It's limited, so you can only have 1 per ship. It's 2 points. After you execute a red maneuver, you may assign 1 focus token to your ship. I love it.
Again, free actions. This is cool. This is awesome.
It's super cool. Red maneuvers, you probably want to do them a bit with the Hawk because the Hawk is very limited in what it can do. And the fact that you get just actions.
Well, you can also let you K-turn with your fire spray and you're focused. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yep, absolutely. And again, it's obviously it's a sign, not perform an action. So you if you are performing red maneuvers, you're getting out of that focus. I like it.
It's a nice defensive and at the same time offensive increase by the nature of it. And then when we saw this guy was coming, we both laughed our asses off. At 1 point, Scum only presents Greedo.
Yep, the Rondoran.
So the first time you attack each round, and the first time you defend each round, the first damage card dealt is dealt face up. So, alright, he hurts you, but at the same time, he helps you. It's Greedo. He's kind of an unfortunate fellow.
Yeah.
But it's 1 point, so you know what? You got a point spend, you got a free crewman. What the heck?
Yeah.
Fire spray's got enough hull.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, right? The fact that you basically say, hey, you're getting a crit, and it's not necessarily a crit, but you have to have it face up. That's just great.
Yeah, so it's awesome. It's funny.
Yeah.
Is it great? I wouldn't say it's great. Is it good? Yeah, I can see an argument for that. It's just amusing.
For 1 point, I think it's well worth its points.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
So
that's all of our ships. Now let's get to our cool illicit upgrades.
It only comes with there's only one illicit upgrade. Hotshot Blaster. You see more illicit upgrades in the other packs. This is the one that comes in here. So the Hotshot Blaster, it's 3 points. It's one use only. It's attack. Discard this card to attack one ship, even outside your firing arc. Range 1 to 2, and it's 3 attack dice. So you got a pocket turret. Kind of cool.
Cool. Yeah, I like it. It is a secondary weapon, so it works with munition failsafe.
No, definitely.
And it keeps those pesky arc dodgers off of your tail. It'll give them something to think about.
Nice little, hey, surprise!
And I mean, this is also like, hey, you know, I'm going to fire at you with the Hotshot Blaster, as I mentioned before. And if you have that munitions failsafe, yeah, you're spending 4 points on it. But if they manage to dodge out of it, you're not losing anything.
That's fair, because it is only 3 attack dice, which, depending on what you're firing at, can be good, can be bad. Luck plays into it. We've all had games. Shoot your opponent. Can't seem to roll anything but evades. So you think if you have the 1 point, I think it would definitely be worth spending it on.
I like it. It definitely sort of sets the tone of what the illicit upgrades are going to do for this faction. Saying, hey, we're getting our little modifications, our little sneaky upgrades that nobody else can get, and they're all going to be just a little bit of icing on the cake.
Nice utility.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed our opening of Most Wanted. We've got lots more to come for you, so be sure to stay tuned.
Absolutely. Take care.